Rent got too expensive, had to leave LA. So I got into my car and I went away to the big estate. Playing poker every day. Going all in with these fish like I'm at an all-you-can-eat buffet. El Paso was a success, but it's time to move on. This whole time I've been on my road trip, Ethan has been in Vegas and he's leaving in 2 days. So if I'm going to meet up with him, it has to be now. A 10-hour drive is all that separates us. This long distance relationship has gone on for too long. 7 hours down, 3 more to go. The sun sets and we lose reception. Brutal. No worries though, we finally arrive in Vegas, meet up with Ethan, and immediately start filming B-roll. What else is new? We head over to Resorts World to play some 510.
Hi. There's one seat available in the 510.
What's up, you guys? Back with another video, as Ethan would say. We're here at Resorts World in the garb that I picked up in New Mexico. Had to get my boy looking fresh. It's New Mexico, that's right. Had to get him looking fresh. We're in Vegas. Why not do it the Rancher way? Rancher Rampage and Rancher Wolf. We're gonna try to run it up here at the what are we playing?
510.
We're playing 510. That's right. I graduated to 510.
Get it ready, dude.
We may or may not be hammered already, but if we're not, grasshoppers all night. Let's go! If you couldn't already tell, you guys are in for a treat with this video. We take the first seat available in 510. We're in for $2,000. Before I can even get situated, we play a single board PLO bomb pot for time here at the 510 game. I have a suited ace. I end up turning the nut flush, and on the river, I jam it all in. The opponent snap calls, we have the nuts, and scoop a $2,500 pot right out of the gate. Already up $1,500, we look down at pocket tens from the low jack, and I raise it up to $40. Only the big blind puts in a call, so going heads up to the flop. As you can see in the top right corner, we're starting our session at 2:04 in the morning. A bunch of sickos here. We're probably going to be playing till 5 or 6. No worries though. The flop comes 4-4 deuce with 2 hearts. We have an overpair and the big blind checks it over to me. I think the majority of the time I'm going to go for a c-bet here around half pot, so like $40, but in the moment I decide to check behind and get sneaky, which brings in the 6 of hearts on the turn. The opponent now goes for a weird bet for $10 into the $80 pot. I think this is a blocker bet, or it's one trying to get us to induce. Either way, I don't want another heart to peel off, so I raise it up to $40, and the opponent pretty quickly folds, and we're going to take down that second pot of the night. That brings us over to this juicy hand. We look down at 7-9 of hearts. The $20 straddle's on, and I pop it up to $60. Only the straddle finds a call, so we're off to a flop, which comes favorable. 9-9-8. Bang, we flop trips. What a dream situation. It's going to be hard for him to put us on a 9 unless we have 9-8, 9-10, but that's just not making up a larger portion of my range. Opponent definitely thinks this is a board that hits him better than me. When he leads out, he donk bets $100 into the $135 pot. What a dream situation. A raise here doesn't really make too much sense. I wouldn't be doing that with ace king, ace queen. I probably would only be doing that with aces, kings, or queens, if that. And because I have such a nutted hand, I decided to put in the flat call, looking to see what the turn brings in. With $335 in the pot, the turn comes the 5 of clubs, giving us a gutter to the straight. Puts a backdoor flush draw out there, but the opponent decides to go for a nearly pot-sized bet again, $330. Obviously a dream situation, but should we ever be worried here? Does he ever have a better 9, like 9-10? He was calling from the straddle. It was only $40 more for him. I guess he could have a better 9, maybe ace-9 suited. Never going for the raise here, never folding my trips, so I put in the call for $330 and we're off to the river. If we were at all worried on the turn, the river alleviates all of those concerns. When it comes to 7 of spades, bang, we river the boat. Dream situation for us. How could it get any better? We're playing in a pretty big game for us at the moment already. We're up $1,500, and now in a $1,000 pot, the opponent tosses out 3 chips, one that I've never seen before used against me. It's a yellow chip. That's $1,000. $1,020 is the bet over to me. What a dream situation. We need to posture ourselves and then rip it all in. I think that's the only move. A min raise would look too strong, and going all in, although it does look strong, it still looks a little bit weaker than a min raise in my opinion. So I posture myself and put a stack of blue chips in while saying all in. $2,900 is the price of poker. He doesn't look too comfortable about it, but but I don't really think he's bluffing. Ultimately though, he finds a fold. He's not too happy, but I am. I take down that $2,015 pot, and we're up $3,000 early on the session. If you guys are new here, consider hitting the subscribe button. We're making a push towards 40,000 subscribers, and I need all of your help to get there, so hit that subscribe button and let's continue on with the video. Next hand, we have $5,000 in our stack. I look down at 7-8 of diamonds. The $20 straddle's on, and I raise it up to $60, balancing my range here, mixing in a hand like 7-8 suited. $60 is the bet. My left cold calls and the straddle calls as well, so we're going 3 ways to the flop. Looking for a decent one, and I think we got it when it comes 7-5-5 with 2 hearts. The straddle checks it over to me. I'm out of position to the hijack. I usually like to start with a check in this spot. That's what I do in the actions on him. Closing the action, he doesn't want to check behind. He bets out for $70 and the straddle folds. Obviously, I'm never folding here in the spot. I toss in 1 black chip, get a few blues back, and we're off to the turn. Turn comes the 9 of spades, giving us a gutter to the straight. Pretty clear decision for us. I check it over to the hijack, and now he bets out for 160. Putting us in a weird spot. Does he have a flush draw? Does he have a 5 in his range? Does he have a better 7? Maybe an overpair as well, considering he called our $60 bet pre-flop. I could be calling here, and I think I probably should have, but in the moment, I decided to fold, not looking to face a $400 bet on the river. We're going to muck our cards, and we're on to the next hand. Our next hand takes place at the main game. We look down at pocket jacks from the big blind. The hijack pops it up to $30, and the button puts in a flat call. Obviously, I don't want to go out of position in a multi-way pot. For that reason, I size up for $150. That's a 3-bet incoming from me. Doesn't seem to scare any of the other opponents. They both put in the call, so we're going off 3 ways to a flop out of position, which comes king, 6, deuce with 2 clubs. In multi-way pots, you should be doing a lot of checking, but this is a flop that should smash my pre-flop raising range. I'll have a lot of ace king, pocket kings, king queen, those type of hands, so I lead out into the field for $130. The hijack gets out of the way and my camera stops recording. It appears I ran out of storage. No worries though, we'll keep up with the action. The button puts in the call and we're off to the turn, which comes a 6 of hearts. Action's on me. There's $855 in the middle. What would you guys do? If I check it over to the opponent, he can pretty confidently bet and bluff us off our jacks, knowing that we probably wouldn't check a king in this spot. So for that reason, I decided to continue the story and bet out for $540. We're targeting lower pocket pairs. We're also targeting flush draws of the club variety. He doesn't like that bet. He finds a fold, and we're going to take down that nearly $900 pot, up over $3,000 so far on the night. We pull out the second phone to keep the vlog going on strong. We look down at ace 3 of diamonds from the hijack. The $20 straddle's on and I pop it up to $60. The cutoff puts in the call and the straddle does as well. Yet again, another 3-way pot, and the flop is below average. It comes jack 7-4 with 1 diamond. Straddle checks it over to me. I'm out of position to the cutoff, so I check it over to him, and lucky enough, he checks behind, which gives us the free card, the deuce of diamonds on the turn, giving us a ton of outs. Any diamond would give us the nut flush. Any 5 would give us the wheel. When the straddle checks it over to me, I decide to pick up the action now and go for a delayed c-bet for $80 into the $185 pot. Cutoff is a non-believer. He puts in the call for $80 and we're off to the river, which comes the 8 of spades. Not an ideal card. 9-10 now makes a straight. When we get called on the turn, it's likely he will have a pair. Does my line really make too much sense if I bomb it here on the river? I don't really think so, so I decide to give up and check. Ace high might also have some showdown value against some worse diamond or straight draws, and the cutoff checks behind, giving us some hope, so I turn over my ace high. Unfortunately though, it looks like a bet would have got the job done when the opponent turns over 5-4 offsuit, calling us with 1 pair on the turn. Wish I would have sized up there on the river. We're going to lose that hand, now up only $27.60 on the session. With $4,800 in our stack, it's approaching 5 in the morning. This might be our last hand. Let's end it with a bang. I look down at Jack 10 of spades and I raise it up to $60 over a $20 straddle. A fellow German lady to my left puts in the call, so we're going heads up to the flop. I said let's end it with a bang, and the dealer listened to us. The flop comes 7, 8, 9, bang! We flop the jack high straight. What is life? Action's on me, and on these connected boards, I usually like to go for a check. It also helps the fact that I have the nuts straight, so I'm going to be doing a lot of checking, hoping the opponent goes for a bet, or maybe they'll check behind and they'll catch up on the turn. That's what I do. I check it over to the German Fraulein, and she bets out now for $120. Music to our ears. Pause this video right now. Let me know down below. Do you go for the check raise or the check call here where the hand is nutted as the flop straight? If you guys said call, that's what I decided to do in the moment. I'm laying the trap, and the turn comes the jack of diamonds. Not a great card. Queen 10 now is the nuts. But we still do have the straight, so we're not too worried about much. Running out of storage. Again, I'm a vlogger, but I'm still susceptible to all the brutal nuances of technology. I'll keep you guys informed on the action though in this developing pot. I lead out now for $340. Why? I'm targeting some sets. Maybe they'll check behind when the jack peels off on the turn. I'm targeting 2 pair. I just don't think those hands can fold just yet. So I bet out for $340, looking to get value and set up a river jam potentially. The German lady puts in the call, so we're going off to the river in an over $1,000 pot, which comes a 4 of clubs. I still have the straight. Queen 10 is still the nuts. It's 1.1k in the middle, and I decide to go for a $420 bet. Yes, 420 for all you stoners out there. And the German lady appreciates that bet size as well. She flicks in a call. I quickly delete some footage to record the end of this hand. I turn over Jack 10. She mucks her cards, and we're going to end the night taking down a nearly 2k pot. With that being said, we rack up our chips and head to the cage. Ethan and I are stoked. Right, you guys, the two banditos coming back at you with a session update. He's feeling pretty good. I'm feeling even better. Biggest cash out, I believe, on the road trip. Don't quote me, but also quote me on that. We got into that game for 2K, did not have to add on any more. Out for 56.15, profit of, what's that, Ethan? 56.15. 2K. He doesn't know how to do math. 36.15. How'd you do, Ethan?
I'm mute tonight. I won too. Not as much as this guy, but I won.
Tormenting the tables with our hats, our attitude, and our loose, aggressive play style at Resorts
If you need
World.
to win a poker session, one of these bad boys, it'll keep you warm.
I'll drop the link below. I'm drop shipping these motherfuckers now.
Wolfgang
and
merch coming soon.
only in ponchos. I might have to do it. Leave me know down below if you want Wolfgang ponchos. All right, guys. Good luck on the felt. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace. Thanks for watching to the end of my video. Click my head below to subscribe and stay in the loop. See you next time.